Are you an indigo child? 7 signs you were born for this shift. What if the reason you never fit in was because you weren't meant to? What if the systems that made you feel broken were never built for you in the first place? You might be an indigo child. And this isn't just a label, it's a calling. In this video, we'll explore the 7 clear signs that you were born for this shift, the great awakening of humanity. Sign number 1. You rejected authority. From a young age, indigo children challenge authority. Not out of rebellion, but because they see through outdated systems. School rules, social norms, and even religious doctrines often felt restrictive, even suffocating. You questioned them, not because you were difficult, but because you remembered something deeper. You remembered freedom. Sign number 2. You felt deep emotions others couldn't understand. Indigos feel emotions deeply. You may have been called overly sensitive, or even told to toughen up. But what the world didn't understand was that your emotions were a compass. You were sensing pain in the collective, not just your own. And this deep empathy is not a weakness, it's a superpower. Sign number 3. You knew things without knowing why. You didn't need to be taught some things, you just knew. Maybe you sensed someone was lying, or felt that something was about to happen. This intuitive knowing is a hallmark of indigo energy. Many indigos are psychic, telepathic, or deeply intuitive. You were plugged in before you even knew what that meant. Sign number 4. You struggled with systems, school, jobs, and labels. Traditional school or corporate jobs likely felt like cages to you. You craved purpose, depth, and creativity. You weren't lazy or unmotivated, you were being asked to conform to something that made your soul shrink. Indigos thrive in spaces where they can lead, create, and question. You were never meant to obey, you were born to build new ways. Sign number 5. You felt like you didn't belong on this planet. Have you ever looked up at the stars and ached for something you couldn't name? A longing, a homesickness, for somewhere else? Many indigos carry soul memories of other lifetimes, other dimensions. You may be a starseed, or have incarnated with a mission. That feeling of not belonging? It was your soul whispering, you're here for something bigger. Sign number 6. You were drawn to the mystical, the hidden, the esoteric. From crystals to astrology, dreams to divination, indigos are pulled toward the unseen. You were never satisfied with surface answers. You needed to dig deeper, ask questions no one else dared to ask. You were always reaching for something beyond the veil, something that felt more real than the so-called real world. Sign number 7. You know you're here for a purpose. Even if you can't name it, you feel it. A pull, a mission. Indigo children come into this life with encoded blueprints for change. You may be a healer, an artist, a guide, a voice for the voiceless. Whatever your path, you're not here to fit in. You're here to help humanity wake up. As someone who's lived through the quiet ache of not fitting in, of always questioning, of carrying a knowing that can't be explained, I've come to see that being indigo isn't about being special. It's about being true. To your frequency. To your essence. I used to think something was wrong with me, but the moment I honored my sensitivity, my dreams, and my inner voice, things began to shift. Now I know, we're not here to escape the world, we're here to help transmute it. That's why I create content like this, for those walking the same edge between worlds, remembering who they are. So, are you an indigo? Or maybe someone you love is. The world has tried to dim this light, but you never stopped glowing. You never stopped feeling. And now, more than ever, your voice, your gifts, your truth. They matter. Don't try to become who they want you to be. Become who you already are.